Hey guys, welcome to 5,000 Miles, where we do reactions and reviews. My name's John. I'm over in Philadelphia.
And my name's Vince, and I'm 5,000 miles away on Maui.
And today we are taking a first look at Toy Story 5, Pixar's new trailer. I have been a huge Pixar fan my whole life, and I'm a monster fan of the Toy Story franchise. So I'm definitely excited to take a look at this. How you feeling about it, Vince?
Let's see. I'm 40 years old, which means when Toy Story 1 came out in the movie theater, I was 10 years old.
Game changer.
I was the perfect age range to fall in love with Toy Story, and I did, and I've been a huge fan of Toy Story and the entire Pixar catalog for as long as I can remember. Have gone back and forth on what I thought about the movies over the years.
I remember
I don't
feeling
know.
like after Toy Story 3 and how phenomenal of an ending that was, it felt like they put a bow on the franchise. And then it was like, oh, yo, they're putting out Toy Story 4. And I'm like, oh, man, are we cash grabbing here? Are we going to shit on a classic thing here? And then I loved Toy Story 4. And I was cynical going in, and I really liked it. I don't think it's the best one or anything, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. So if they give the same love and attention to the script and the execution of 5 that they did 4, then it'll be worthwhile, I believe.
I felt when 3 came out, I felt that it was a genius thing to do to wait that amount of time because I felt like the audience had grown up along with the characters in the movie,
Yeah.
and it was the perfect amount of time to wait in between doing those movies. I
Hmm.
think it was 11 years in between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3.
Yeah, and then it
So
was just
I thought it was
incredible.
necessary, and I thought that the way they put the bow on it at the end was perfect. I thought it was a great way to end the franchise,
Yeah.
and I couldn't see them ending it any better than that. And so I was not as in love with Toy Story 4 as you were. I wasn't a huge fan of Toy Story 4, and now I'm even more confused about what Toy Story 5 is going to be because I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I did see that Woody is in it. And as far as I know, they left Woody
He's off to live a
as a
different
lost
life.
toy
He's off to live a
with
different life, yeah.
Bo Peep. So I'm going to be interested to see how Woody plays into this and also what the conceit of the movie is going to be.
Yeah, there used to be a time when Pixar movie meant slam dunk. There was no brainer. I was going on the
Right.
first week and I was seeing it no matter what. But over the last couple of years, the last 5 or 6 installments, they've definitely left something to be desired. So this isn't as like a sure thing as you may have felt in the past going into a new Pixar movie. But let's just pray that they don't crap on something sacred like Toy Story. Let's just hope that it's good enough, and then
I
potentially
just hope
great.
it's not a shameless cash grab.
Yes, no shameless cash grab. So all right, ready to go? Ready to check this out?
All right, let's check it out. I'm ready.
Pretty short and sweet, I believe. So here we go.
All right, we got a package in the mail.
Bonnie,
Classic
there's a
Pixar.
package for you.
So we're with Bonnie. Forky.
Okay. Yeah, Forky is there. They're all scared of something. Jessie's there. The age of toys is over?
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi there.
Oh, an iPad.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, there's Buzz and Woody. Back together again.
Okay, so Bonnie got an iPad.
Okay. All right, so you know what?
Bonnie got an
I like-
iPad.
You know what? I don't know like what the elevator pitch for Toy Story 4 was. I don't really understand what the conceit of it was.
Yeah.
This you get right away.
Yeah.
This is like, okay, what's the next evolution in the idea of toys? For Toy Story 3, it was the kid grows up, you donate the toys to
Right.
like an orphanage or a place that needs toys. This makes a lot of sense.
Definitely.
Because it's like with the introduction to technology, I mean, every kid nowadays has an iPad or one of those leapfrog pads
Yeah.
or something like that.
For sure. It's
And
everywhere.
it almost seems like toys, classic toys, are going the way of the dinosaur.
Or just they're for adults to collect and put on shelves.
Yeah, it's for millennials to use their disposable income to collect.
But you know what's funny about the Toy Story franchise in general? When I was a little kid, I'm the oldest of three, and my mom was very much an imagination stoker, and all my stuffed animals and toys of which and action figures and stuff that I had, which I had a lot of because I was I was an only child till I was 7. She gave them all like special names, and she'd like sneak in my room and move them and then tell me that they moved on their own. So when I was like a really little kid, I lived in that Toy Story world. I was Andy. I was the guy sitting on the floor like creating little worlds and playing with them and then being fooled by my parents into thinking that they might be secretly alive and have this life behind my eyes. Like I really lived that. So like I'm attached to the idea of Toy Story from a personal standpoint, and kids today that aren't growing up with that are growing up with an iPad, maybe this is the right time to be like, hey, let's appeal to what these kids are really going through.
Yeah. And
cool idea.
Is one necessarily better than the other?
No.
If you have an iPad and you have, that having that iPad can also foster creativity and stoke the imagination of a young kid. So I know a lot of people would argue that like classical toys are better.
Yeah.
But in a certain way, like maybe that's just us viewing it through the lens of nostalgia.
Yeah, for sure. So the fact that they're doing that, and I remember thinking that the spork idea, like taking an inanimate object and then calling it a toy and then it coming to life when the child recognizes it as a toy, I thought that was a really novel, clever idea. It wasn't necessarily like a modern take or anything like that. But it worked. I'm like, oh, that's clever. That really is good. And this right here, my initial feeling is, oh, this works. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see what they do with that. I like it.
Yeah. So the iPad is going to be the villain of the story.
Potentially. Or maybe they find a way to coexist with
they're all
it.
afraid of it. I'm interested in knowing how Woody got back.
I know,
Did we see
right?
Bo Peep in the trailer? I didn't see Bo.
I didn't see Bo, but you saw everybody else. You saw Rex and you saw Slinky and you saw the little green guys and just all those little okay. So I'm excited, man. Hopefully they don't screw it up. I will be watching this with a very discerning eye because I want it to be great. And if it's not, I will call it on it shit and say, yeah, it wasn't up to snuff. And I hope that it is, and I'm confident that it will be actually.
Yeah, I was very critical of Toy Story 4, but I came around on it eventually. Just like I was critical of Toy Story 2, but then, rewatching it years later, I thought it held up really well, and I did really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And hopefully Toy Story 5 will also find its place in my heart.
Yep. Just don't screw it up, Pixar. Come on, guys. This is a precious, precious franchise to many millions. So...
it's going to be 2026. We'll have our eyes peeled for new Toy Story stuff.
Summer 2026, and if anything else comes along like a cooler trailer and we catch wind of it, we'll react to that too. Anybody out there excited about Toy Story 5 or the Pixar franchise across the board, hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you are hoping to see with the new film and what you garnered from that little tiny little teaser first look trailer.
Or is Toy Story 5 a shameless cash grab? Let us know in the comments.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Appreciate it. See you on the next one.